Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video, which is a Queen of Shadows reading vlog. I am beyond excited for this video and to read this book. I finished Air of Fire a couple of days ago and then I read a romance as a little bit of a palate cleanser because I don't want to get fantasy fatigue and like end up not reading this series because this is the fifth book, so I'm knees deep. I'm committed and locked in for the series. Based on how Air of Fire ended, there's a lot of shit that's gonna go down in this book, and I am excited but also greatly terrified because, like, obviously everyone knows, I feel like it's common knowledge that the Throne of Glass series is a lot more emotional than the ACOTAR series, and like I am really scared because like every single book somebody's dying, and like I just have this really bad feeling that individuals that I like are going to die in this series. So I'm just not looking forward to that, but I'm looking forward to reading this. I've pretty much dedicated the entire day to reading this book, so that's literally my day. I went for a little bit of a walk and then I had some breakfast, and then I've literally just gotten ready and sat down, like not even gotten ready, like I'm not really wearing makeup, but I'm gonna read this. I did start a little bit of it while I was eating my breakfast. Let's have a look. Like literally not a lot. 27 pages, like chapter 4. So far so good. I'm also just gonna warn that there's gonna be spoilers, obviously, because it's like the fifth book in a series. There's literally no way that I can't speak without spoilers. So that's the warning. So Selena is back in Rifthold, and she met with Arabin. Why? Like I'm so toxic. Like I hate Arabin. Like after what he did to Sam, clearly, and like everything that he put Selena through, like in Assassin's Blade especially, like in order to get her back, killing Sam or having him killed is actually crazy. And like obviously I hate him, but like why am I being manipulated by him? Like when he speaks, I'm like, maybe he's changed. I highly doubt that. I feel like she's gonna meet Kale again very soon, which I'm like, I don't know how to feel about it, because that whole situation with them just really, it's drained me. I was listening to a bunch of Ed Sheeran songs the other day and it just reminded me of Kale for some reason, and I started crying and I was like, what's happening? Like I didn't even really feel much sympathy towards Kale in Air of Fire, but like a part of me will always be attached to Kale. I don't know why. There's just something about his inner conflict that is so real and so relatable to me. I don't know why. But so I'm just, it's like I'm cringing at the thought of them meeting again. Okay, but anyway, I'm also really keen to read about Dorian because I hope he kills his father. I hope he's the one who kills his father, honestly. Controversial. But yes. Oh, so excited, guys. I'll keep you guys updated because I am going to spend most of the day reading. Will I finish the whole book today? I have no idea how many pages there are in this book. Like 600, just over 600 pages. I could read it all today, but the thing with fantasy is that like it takes a little bit more brain power and I don't want to skim through it. I try to like read every bit so that I can understand the war and the rebellion and things that are happening and how the characters interconnect and things like that. So I really try to take a bit more time with fantasy reads. So maybe halfway through the book today. I am also like watching a TV show. Like I started it last night and like I'm really keen to watch it. It's called Peacemaker. Obviously everyone knows Peacemaker, but why is it so funny and so good? And I am tossed between reading and watching that right now, but I am gonna get through this book in the next couple of days, so I'll keep you guys updated. And yeah. So honestly, yesterday kind of ended up being a bit of a fail, because I ended up having to do a bunch of things, and then I also just did get distracted by Peacemaker and watching the new season. Season 1, I started it yesterday, and then I just ended up binging the entire season. So that was very irresponsible on my part. I read a little bit. So I went out this morning for breakfast with my mom because we had to run some errands, and Sephora's having like a big sale, so had to pop into Sephora and get some replenishing of my skincare. But anyway, then I went into 7-Eleven before I came back, and I found this Alani flavor. I have never seen that before, but I'm a sucker for good packaging. The flavor is watermelon wave. Literally, I've never heard of it before, never seen anyone drinking it before. I'm a little bit scared because I can't say that I love watermelon flavored things, but it was either this or the Dream Float, and I've had the Dream Float one before. I just wanted to try it. I'm not super like caffeine sensitive because I think I drink so much of it. That's why I can drink Alani's. I don't do like more than one a week though, just because I'm not trying to like myself. I had one last week. Was it last week or was it this week? Oh no, my gosh, I think it was Monday. I think I had one this Monday, but anyway, that's fine. I'm trying out a new flavor. Also, I had breakfast, and this is pretty much going to be my lunch because I'm just like not hungry. I woke up at 7 today, which is crazy. I'm not a early riser, but I've been trying to be more intentional with that. So for the past few days, I've been waking up at 7 o'clock, which I'm very proud of. So I did have a little bit of coffee this morning, but nothing crazy. So we're just gonna try this because I'm interested. It was very expensive. Because Alani is expensive in this country, so. Oh. Okay. I like that. Oh. It's actually pretty good. It's actually quite good. Cool. I'm gonna enjoy this till probably dinner time. It's currently 12:30, but I'm gonna drink it very, very slowly because I don't want the caffeine to me. Guys, I really know I shouldn't drink energy drinks, but sometimes coffee just doesn't do it for me. Sometimes I want like a fizz in my mouth, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's talk about Queen of Shadows because I've yapped too much. I read a very little bit last night. So I am on page 54. Now, there's actually a reason that I stopped reading. I could have gone for longer, but I was dying. I was dying from the Kale Selena monologues. Conversations, dialogues. It was actually killing me. It was killing me because I know how that feels. I don't know how, but I just know how it feels. And I just, that inner dialogue in Selena's head about how she should behave around him, I know that feeling, and I just, it makes me cringe and makes me squirm. And so I had to stop reading it. I don't know how I'm going to do this because, it's heartbreaking for me. And I love Rowan and Selena, and even though their relationship is technically still platonic, apart from that blood bond that they have, there's nothing really romantic happening. I can kind of feel that that's where it's going, but I also know how Selena must feel. She must feel so guilty, and that guilt, it affects in the way that you like communicate with a person. And oh gosh, and he's being very stoic in the way he's communicating with her, and I just know he's like freaking hurt inside as well. I just can't. It's like a level of depth that I would not be able to comprehend had I not been in a situation like that before, and I have. So I think I can like, oh, okay. For some reason, I think I tabbed a bit yesterday because it was giving, yeah, like right there. I said, okay, Google, play Closest Strangers by Five Sauce, because if you've listened to Closest Strangers by 5 Seconds of Summer, that's it. That's exactly it. Oh, it's crazy because I actually had that song stuck in my head before I even read that bit, and I was like, oh, I don't know how. Anyway, I should stop being incoherent about this, but anyway, that's all. I will read more today. I will read more today. I'm not going to come back and speak to you until I've read like a good 100 pages. Okay. Wish me luck in consuming this, Alani. Hello, my friends, my children, hello. It's been like a literal good few days since I filmed, because okay, not a good few days, it's been like 3 days. I think that's a good few days. But I've been, I don't know what I've been doing. Okay, I've just been kind of in my feels. But I got myself out of it. Like, it's fine. It's just like a whole nother issue that I might speak about, but not in this video. Now is not the time. I just chugged like half a can of Alani, which is why I have all this energy, because it feels like my brain is moving at like a ridiculous speed right now. I'm just getting ready very, very lightly to go get coffee. I should not be drinking coffee, and get some lunch with my mom, because she's my only friend. And I am going to redo this reading situation. Okay. I realized why Queen of Shadows was like not doing it for me. Like, in the sense, I'm enjoying the book, but I would read a couple of chapters and then just like not be able to pay attention. And a lot of it did have to do with the stuff that was going on in my head. But I found kind of a way to rectify that situation. Okay. So what I did was I went out yesterday to the bookstore to go and pick out a romance book. Hear me out. I know it's like I have the attention span of an actual goldfish, because I need to read romance books between my fantasy books. I just need to read a good romance book, and a romance author that I can always rely on is Anna Huang. And unfortunately, I've read like every single one of her books. The only one I haven't read is Striker, and the reason I haven't read it is because I hate football or sports related romance books. Those hockey romance books I've not gone near because I just can't do it. But I love Anna Huang so much, and I'm so desperate for an Anna Huang book, considering that King of Gluttony doesn't come out till next year. I picked up Striker, so I'm going to be doing a bit of a tandem between the two. So between Queen of Shadows and Striker. And then that's my reading for this week. I will keep you guys updated though. I'm fully aware at how crazy I look, but I don't have a reading update. I apologize, but Essentially, what happened was my whole family has been sick for like the past 2 weeks, and I've been really doing my best to fight the cold and not get sick. I've been taking immunity shots and eating clean and taking my vitamins and just like sanitizing, staying away, like doing my best. But unfortunately, yesterday I woke up with a really bad sore throat, and like that means it's the beginning. So I literally was in bed for most of yesterday, just recovering and trying to like fight it. I did get like a huge immunity shot like bottle, and I think it has like 5 shots in there, so I will be taking that consecutively for 5 days. But I woke up this morning feeling like a little bit better, like the sore throat is gone, but I have the other cold symptoms, like that really heavy head feeling and like body aches, and like my nose has been blocked. So like that's just really, really freaking, I hate getting sick, so I really do my best to avoid sickness, and I haven't been sick for like over a year. So anyway, usually sickness for me, it's like it gets really bad because I have sinus issues and whatever, and it affects my ears, and like it's very bad. So I woke up at 7 this morning because I've been waking up early. I woke up naturally, and then I ended up staying in bed for like a couple more hours, kind of going in and out of a sleep state because my body just really ached, and like I'm never that tired, but like I couldn't even lift my head out of bed. But then I forced myself out of bed and walked myself I got ready firstly, which made me feel a little bit better. And then, okay, I did not go out like this, obviously, like my hair's a mess right now. And then I walked to my favorite cafe and I got a coffee, and just like picked up some random stuff for lunch, some snacks, because it's my brother's last day of high school today, so like just some treats. But essentially I just made excuses to leave the house because I don't know if you've heard, but depression hates a moving target, and that is something I've been living by for the past few weeks, maybe months, and it's really been working for me, so I'm sticking to that. And it's just, even though I didn't feel 100%, I know I would have felt worse had I laid in bed all day, because sickness of the mind is 100% worse than getting a cold or having a blocked nose or a sore throat for me, and I think for everyone. So it was just not worth it for me, so I just got out, and now I'm back. I'm going to shower and have my lunch. It's like 1 p.m. right now, so it's kind of late and I haven't eaten yet today. I did take an immunity shot this morning and I've had a coffee, but that's it. So I'm gonna eat my food once I shower and then pretty much stay in bed and rest so that I can offset this sickness. Hopefully the symptoms are not that bad because I've been doing so much. Like I've been taking a lot of lemon and honey and garlic and all that turmeric stuff in the immunity shot, and like just really doing my best. Okay. But yeah, my head hurts so bad, so I'm going to eat and take a Panadol because for me, cold symptoms always surround my sinuses and like really bad headaches. So I'm gonna go fix that, and then I will speak to you later. I have no reading updates because I can't read with a freaking borderline migraine. On another note, my makeup kind of slays. I've been trying to work on like my blush technique, and I think it looks really good. It doesn't translate on the camera, but it looks good. And we're not going to talk about my hair situation because, as you can see, my natural hair is growing out, and the parts that I had a straightening treatment done like a year ago. The parts that are straightened kind of look straighter. I mean, I did sleep in braids, so it looks kind of crazy, but my natural hair is so puffy and like, frizzy. Gosh, it's fine. I'm learning to love my natural hair. I'm not getting it straightened again. Anyway, I'll update you when I have more things to say. But that's all I have for now, fortunately. Hey guys, I am just getting ready in the morning. It's like 9 something. I don't know, I woke up at like 8:30 today, not feeling great mentally and physically, so I'm just getting ready because I don't want to sit around in my pajamas all day. Anyway, I finally read quite a bit of Queen of Shadows, so I want to talk about it. I actually don't know when I filmed the clip prior to this, but it's been a few days, but I haven't read. Like, I think I only read the largest chunk yesterday because I have been, I don't know, not feeling Queen of Shadows, which is why I started The Striker by Anna Huang, which has been okay. It's been very mild, but I think I just needed a little bit of something else. So I have been reading that, but I'm not going to talk about that in this video because I want to keep this just Queen of Shadows related. So yeah. Anyway, I am 389 pages through, so I'm on part 2 now. Part 2, Queen of Light, which is I think 65% of the book. I have been reading it actually on my Kindle because at night I find that reading on my Kindle is very easy. It's very low effort. Like, I don't need to find a position where the light is not hitting the book at a weird angle or anything like that, so it's just a bit easier for me. But anyway, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, a lot has happened and I am very surprised at myself because I'm really not one to love, I'm not one to love a heavy war type of book where there's like 100 different elements of war happening with the rebels and things like that. Like, I love it, but like I find it hard to read without heavy romance. And this is like one of the first times where I'm reading it without a heavy romance, and I'm really enjoying it, which is crazy to me. Like, firstly, Rowan is back, and I'm not gonna lie, that's when he came back is when I really locked into this book. But yeah, Rowan came back, and Rowan's interactions with Adion and Kale are just, and Lysandra just really gets me. It's just hilarious to me. And I love, obviously, Aelin and Rowan and the way that they like communicate. I just find it so endearing. And this book so far has been really like heavy Arabin and like King of Assassins plotline, which I didn't really love, but I love the way they killed him because he's a piece of shit. And I love that everyone is subconsciously avenging Sam's death. Firstly, love that because that's what Sam deserved. And I think Aylin's just doing 100 different things at once, and I am really enjoying that. And I think she's so witty in the way that she's like setting up traps for Lorcan and just, you know, doing all of the stuff behind everyone's back. Like, I just think it's so sneaky and I actually really like it. And I can kind of see the pieces of the puzzle coming together a little bit. Like, I'm seeing where Manon's storyline is beginning to connect to whatever's happening in Rifthold. So I am loving that. The Valg Prince thing, really, it was a little bit spooky last night because I was reading it at like 1 a.m. and it was getting a bit spooky. I was like, okay, but that's fine. The only person I'm really missing is Dorian because he is being possessed essentially, and I'm really hoping that he comes out of it. I am almost 100% sure that he's going to. Yeah, I'm very excited to see how he comes back and has his actualization of power, because I'm sure he's very powerful, from what little we've seen of his powers. So that's all I have to say so far, and I'm very excited, and I'm kind of sad to finish it, but at the same time, it's going good. Like I'm just so surprised that I'm enjoying it this much, to be honest. Like, I'm constantly waiting for myself to give up, but I haven't, and I'm just really enjoying it. So that's that. I'm just gonna be a little bit more presentable and then figure out what I'm gonna do today. I really don't know what I'm gonna do today. I have another Alani in front of me. I swear I'm drinking these all the time because I just don't feel like drinking a coffee today. Might drink that, or might just go for a walk. Yeah, haven't decided, but I will get back to you in a bit. I'm gonna be so honest, I don't really remember when the last time I filmed was, and I'm assuming it was a couple of days ago. But since then, I have finished Queen of Shadows. I finished it about a day ago, so like not yesterday, but the day before. And while this book took me a little bit to get into in certain parts, in like the first maybe 20% of the book did take me a little while. The last 50% took me no time at all. Took me about a day, as it does with fantasy books. The last like 40% was crazy. When I tell you it was action packed, it was action packed. Like, I haven't really been one for war, politics, and things like that, but it's really interesting. It's very interesting, and I'm thoroughly surprised at myself for even enjoying it. I've rated the book a 4 out of 5. Purely because of that little bit in the beginning that I was finding hard to connect with. However, it's seriously good. Let me think about what it is I want to say. Wait, 1 second. I need to like gather my thoughts. Okay, there were a lot of parts in this book where I was just screaming, and I was like shocked and frozen because it was like an action movie playing out in my head. It was like watching Lord of the Rings in my head. Firstly, when Alessandra turns into the ghost leopard, I think it was called, and she intercepts the Valg from Rowan and Adian, I was screaming. That was a badass moment, and I love her so much. Like, I love that character. Actually, like, she's definitely one of my favorites. I also, the whole Dorian situation in the castle was really killing me. Particularly when I thought Kale died, I was sobbing. Look, I know people don't love Kale, but I can understand him, and I can understand where he's coming from. And this book really depicts how much he's lost. And when he was sacrificing himself to stop the king from getting to Dorian, I sobbed. I sobbed like no other. Thank God he's alive. He can't walk as of now, but that's what Tower of Dawn is for. Also, Rowan and Aelin finally getting their moment. I'm very happy about that. There was a little bit of miscommunication there, but it's okay. I can forgive them just because it is a fantasy book, and we have 3 more books to go. Yes, I very much enjoyed this book, and there wasn't any real sad deaths in this book, like the king and Arabin, so I'm like very afraid for the next 3 books, okay, because I know something's coming, and with these fantasy books, it's always the characters have so much time to be built up, and then once they get built up, Honestly, I thought Kale was gonna die. I thought Adian was gonna die. I thought Lysandra was gonna die. Yeah. So that was a whole situation. But I have finished it, and I guess that means that this video is also ended after many trials and tribulations of me trying to get myself to read this. I think while trying to read this, I read like 2 other books. But that was that, and I am so glad you came along with my journey, and I'm so excited. Like the fact that I've been documenting the process of reading the Throne of Glass series, I'm really happy about, because I am going to be able to look back on them one day. And I wish I did this for ACOTAR, but mind you, I did read ACOTAR when I was like 14. So anyway, I'm excited, and I have been deliberating about the tandem read since I started this series, and after consulting a friend or two, and also just like seeing the 3 different ways of reading it, I think that was the purest way, which is reading it Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and then Kingdom of Ash. And then there was the romanticist way, where it was Tower of Dawn, Empire of Storms, then Kingdom of Ash, and then there's the tandem read, which is reading Empire of Storms and Tower of Dawn simultaneously. I have decided, after watching many videos as well on the benefits of each of them, I've decided that a tandem read would stress me out. Like, I understand that it's just adding more perspectives all into one, so it kind of will be how Heir of Fire and Queen of Shadows has been, where, you know, there's a lot of perspectives. I just feel like it would confuse me jumping back and forth between the books, and it would almost discourage me a little bit, just knowing my personality. And I did hear that Empire of Storms straight into Kingdom of Ash is a good thing, because you keep with the main plot line and like cliffhangers and the tension and things like that. So I'm going to do Tower of Dawn, then Empire of Storms, then Kingdom of Ash. That's what I've planned to do. And I don't hate Kale the way most people hate Kale, so I'm able to tolerate a whole Kale book, I reckon. And I did hear that it's a lot more lore and story, and like not as much action. So I'm excited to see how that is, and I will keep you updated. I don't know if I'm going to do a reading vlog for that one, but I will be talking about my thoughts for sure. So yeah, I hope you're having a great day, and I hope that you're reading a great book, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for sticking around.